Today, I'm going to be naming my top 5 WWE male superstars of all time. If you're new here, my name is Daniel, and on this channel, I post daily wrestling content from top 5 lists, reviews, reactions, vlogs, anything under the sun that covers professional wrestling. Like my previous videos, I have said top 5 lists is all about personal preference here. My top 5 list may look completely different to someone else's. We grade top 5 lists on our own personal preference, criteria, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to start with someone who right now is not loved by a lot of people. The Rock. The Rock is an iconic WWE superstar no matter how you take it. That's not even opinion, that's a fact. Everyone, I feel like, started to hate The Rock once we had the whole finish the story Cody Rhodes thing. And I get it. Cody Rhodes, he's a big superstar. The Rock inserted himself into here. He's tied to the whole John Cena heel turn, which ended up paying off to nothing. But I don't want to discredit everything else that he has done before that. So that's why I say he's a little bit on the controversial side. But if you take his career as a whole, bro, everything that he has done for this business, he is still one of the best ones on the mic, even if he's not even an active superstar, bro. Like, you put him in there, it's like, you know, riding a bike again for him. He knows how to work a crowd. All right, you can't deny that. Anytime his entrance theme hits, the pop that he gets, even if he is hated, it's still gonna make a crowd go crazy. Even though people hate him online, the moment he returns, oh my god, The Rock is back. I guarantee you it's gonna happen. Number 4, and again, these are all interchangeable for me, bro. It's like picking your favorite kid. Stone Cold Steve Austin. We were talking about iconic pops. Stone Cold, whenever that glass breaks, you know exactly why this man is on everyone's Mount Rushmore top 5 list. His mic work, his presentation in WWE. There's a part of me that wonders what would have happened if he never was like succumbed to a bunch of injuries. I feel the Ruthless Aggression era would have looked a whole lot different if he was healthy the entire time. Stone Cold stuff with The Rock, Stone Cold stuff with Triple H, his work with Vince McMahon, bro, anything that he did on TV, everyone always tuned in to watch what did Stone Cold Steve Austin do this time. He's so funny on the screen, like he's just like one of those legends of the business. Yeah, Stone Cold. Next, The Undertaker, a very iconic being in pro wrestling in general, not just the WWE. There's a WrestleMania streak, all his stuff as the Dead Man, the American Badass. Anything he does on WWE television is almost like an iconic moment, bro. The gong, when it hits, it gives goosebumps to every WWE fan. When he returned at WrestleMania 40, when we thought it was gonna be Stone Cold Steve Austin, but instead of becoming The Undertaker, do you remember the pop that he had at during that Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns match, bro? When he appeared, it was amazing. It was amazing. Kid me in 2004, when I saw him for the first time, I got nightmares. I swear to God, I have a clear nightmare here that I'm gonna share with you guys. There was one time when I got chokeslammed by The Undertaker into a casket, and he freaking slammed the thing on me. This is when the first time I learned about what a casket match was as a kid, and it scarred me for like for a while. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that, you know, he's legitimately scary to, you know, to kids at the time, to the superstars, like when they sell, like, you know, when the Undertaker appears out of nowhere, it's like his presentation, you can't deny, has been one of the best in pro wrestling, like across the board. Chokeslam, Tombstone Pile Driver, all his iconic WrestleMania matches against Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Shawn Michaels when Shawn Michaels was a referee, Hell in a Cell, casket matches, buried alive matches. He's just an iconic figure, and I don't believe there's a Mount Rushmore where he should not be on, bro. Like, that's how highly I think of The Undertaker. The next one I have on here is a personal preference, okay? This man may or may not be on some people's Mount Rushmores, but I feel, for me, the type of action that he brings to the ring, I love me some technicalities here. Give me Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle with the ankle lock, the angle slam, how quickly he learned the WWE product, and how he is over with a lot of fans who love his type of work. Anytime that he is on the mic, I find it freaking funny. If you guys remember the whole when he spoofed Shawn Michaels' entrance and he became the sexy Kurt, dude, that freaking, it's a pro wrestling comedy moment, like classic moment right there. His heel work is crazy. That crazy angle he had with freaking Booker T and Sharmell, and was that 2005 or 6 or whenever that was. The things Vince McMahon did with Kurt Angle in that storyline was crazy. I'm not saying that's why I like him, but it's a memorable moment. It's like, what the heck is Kurt Angle doing, bro? He was involved in that whole 6-man Hell in a Cell match where we'll probably never see that match again. 6 men inside Hell in a Cell, your top superstar, and Kurt Angle was the one that retained. Like, That's crazy. You know, intensity, integrity, intelligence. I feel like there's a lot of inspiration coming out to what The Miz is doing right now with the master inspire zone in type thing. But no, Kurt Angle's 3 eyes were that's the OG right there, bro. Kurt Angle, the stuff he did in TNA. I mean, this is not a TNA video. This is a WWE focused video right here. But all the stuff that he did there too was freaking crazy. Oh my god, his matches with Brock Lesnar in the early 2000s as well. Those were memorable. Kurt Angle, and to me, what he brings to the table was entertained me a lot more than most other superstars. I feel like he is one of my Mount Rushmores, like non-negotiable. And again, that's my personal preference. I think the ankle lock is one of the most iconic finishers in WWE, even though how simple that thing is. You're literally just ankle locking somebody, but the way he sells it, his intensity. Who can forget that moment when he freaking tranquilized the Big Show? What a crazy moment that was. The type of stuff we saw in the Ruthless Aggression era, Attitude era, out of Kurt Angle and some of these superstars, Vince McMahon had them doing the craziest stuff, dude. But the number one, and if you guys are a regular on this channel, you'll know who my favorite male superstar already is. It's John Cena. I grew up watching John Cena in the Ruthless Aggression era. The way that this man presented himself when I was a kid, you know, the whole "you can't see me," I found that to be so cool as a kid, bro. The 5-knuckle shuffle, and I had no idea what the heck that meant as a kid, but I freaking loved it anytime he did it. Oh, that's crazy. And it's still being used as it is today, but no one knows it unless your mind goes that way, right? That how his finisher was called the FU. I thought that was freaking hilarious as a kid too. So I always said, like, I'm gonna do the FU to you. That was a constant wrestling move I broke out in the pool, bro, when we were growing up. Into the stuffed animals. You guys did that too as a kid, bro. Don't lie. And what he ended up becoming, bro. And again, Ruthless Aggression and as US champion, and he progressed into, you know, the face of the WWE from 2005 onwards, and like that was an iconic run. There's this whole Super Cena moments, and you know, when I got older I kind of grew out of that, but it doesn't change the fact that out of my time as a WWE fan, I was a John Cena fan the longest, and even till this day, bro. I know he's retired now. I didn't really agree with how he freaking tapped out at Gunther, but he gave us all memorable moments. Face of the WWE, in my opinion. We're going to be getting a John Cena Classic. Click this video up here somewhere to see who I want to be in the John Cena Classic. So give me John Cena as the top of the list. He introduced the spinner belts, the US title, the WWE title. Like, a lot of iconic moments came out of John Cena. His freaking rap battles, his freestyles that he used to do on SmackDown on a weekly basis. Can't say enough about John Cena, bro. So that's my top 5 list. Who are your top 5 male WWE superstars of all time? Let me know in the comments. I would love to see what you guys have. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified when the next daily wrestling video comes out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, always remember to be yourself, love yourself, and do what makes you happy. Peace out.